Hello, hello, and welcome to this session for Module 4. And I believe I said Module 5 in the last one, so I apologize if I confused anybody, but this is Module 4, and we are talking products. We're working in the e-commerce portion of Infusionsoft, so let's get started. Usual housekeeping schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays for release. The library will hold your recordings, resources, homework, as well as links to the Practice Sandbox and our student-only Facebook group. And if you need me, you can reach out to me at help@techieminter.com, or you can certainly find me on Facebook as well. So let's get started. So last section we talked about the shopping cart setup, which was themes and then some of the settings. Now we're actually going to talk about really the meat, what makes up um, the shopping cart is the products, and a product can be a product or a service. So product is kind of being used in both instances here. So whether you have a physical product or you actually have a service of some sort, like an ebook or an audio program or videos or training or whatever it might be. So when it comes to working with products, you have several different options. You have the product information, which would obviously be the product name, the price. If it's a digital type of delivery, so if it's a document, for instance, you can deliver it digitally. You can do what are called subscription plans, and subscription plans are not the same as a payment plan. So a subscription is like a magazine subscription. It would be like a membership program. In other words, you pay something every month for a extended period of time or forever, whatever the program calls for. So a subscription plan is different than a payment plan. A payment plan would take a large payment and break it into pieces. A subscription plan is similar to a membership plan. Obviously, you can have images for your products. You can have thumbnails and also larger sizes, product options, and then linking. So links for the actual product itself. So let's have a look. Right, so I'm going to go back to my e-commerce setup. And from here, remember you have menus, so you can get to things from the menus as well. You can view products, but I'm going to start right from here. So I'm just going to hit products, which will take us to the products. You can do a search here over on the left. So you could type in a name, a SKU. Now, what's a SKU? A SKU is a number that you get from a fulfillment house. What's a fulfillment house? It's a house that fulfills orders. So like Amazon has a fulfillment house. You buy something from Amazon, it doesn't come directly from Amazon where you purchase. The order is shipped to a fulfillment house, and then that fulfillment house packages up and ships it to the person who bought it. Well, how do you keep track of the inventory? Well, that's a SKU number. So every product has a specific SKU number, and that is assigned by the fulfillment house. Then you have statuses, types, purchase methods, so on and so forth. And then you have categories. So you can easily search for something over here if you want to. Otherwise, here's your list of products. So you can see you have images, name, if you have a SKU, the price. You have your actions, you can delete, you can export, you can do a mass update to products. A mass update to products would allow you to update specific things like if it's taxable, download. So you could actually choose what you wanted to change in here. Most of the time it's something that you would flip on and off, excuse me, something like it's hidden in the cart. And we talked about that. The shopping cart, which would be your storefront if it was hidden in there, something you didn't want to sell in your storefront. Okay, so let's create a new one. So I'm going to hit add product, pretty simple, and you start with a product name. Now, some of the things that I would recommend when it comes to working in products or anything that there's going to be a mass quantity of, that you have a standardization on how you name things. Right? So your training program should be named a certain way, or your ebooks, and that way it's easy to find things. You don't have kind of a disarray and an organized list of products. So for instance, if I have like a digital product, I might start with the word D, I might do D for digital, and then I could do D space, I could do colon, I could do hyphen, and let's say my VA ebook. And is it a product or digital? Now, you can actually choose the two. Now, a product would be something that's not delivered digitally in this instance. But let's say my ebook is digital. So I'm going to choose digital and hit save. And the reason that you choose that is because you get different options, okay? And you can actually change this on the fly in here. Notice I have an option up here for digital files. If I change this to product, you're going to notice that that will disappear when I save it. Okay, notice that that's gone. But if it's digitally delivered, you do want to have the ability to set up that piece, because what it's going to do is it's going to create a dynamic link, which means it's on the fly, and you can control how many times something is downloaded and how long the link is live. That way people can't forward something they purchased from you to several other people and then they get it for free. Not that they would, but they could. So here's your product name. Here's your short description. Okay. Pretty simple, active or inactive. Inactive means you're no longer selling it. Here's your price. This is the default price that displays in the storefront. It's just the default price that you would sell this for. If you have a SKU, you'd put it here, right? I'm just going to stick a number in there. Categories. So categories allows you to categorize and group types of products. Amazon does this very well, right? You can look under, audiobooks. You can look under DVDs. You can look under movies, and movies can be physical DVDs or they can be online movies, and that's what categories are all about. It's for ease of people finding the products and services that they want. So I highly recommend categories, and I'll show you how to add those. You can add them on the fly here as well, but I already have one for ebooks, so I can go ahead and add that. You can add them on the fly here. Okay, you can do categories and subcategories, so you have that outline hierarchy if you want. But I'll show you another way to do this. So I highly recommend, if you have a lot of products and services that do different things, that you create a category structure around that. And you can certainly help clients do that, because a lot of times clients just kind of throw up their shopping cart and they don't spend a lot of time doing any planning. So you could come back and help them reorganize it, because it really does make a difference. And if you're going to ship it, yes or no. If you're going to ship it, what's the weight? If it's taxable, yes or no. And we talk about taxes and shipping in the advanced class. Your cart options, I can hit edit, and basically this will allow you to put in some additional HTML and CSS, but you can hide it in the cart. Hiding it in the cart means if you use the storefront, it's not something that shows in the storefront itself. It doesn't hide it from the cart when you use the shopping cart. It hides it from the storefront. So just make sure you're clear. I can say save, and then I can have my long description, right? And I can go on, right? And I'll just save this. Okay, now I can go to the second, and you can save as you go. So here's where I would actually come in and set up my digital download. So I can go in here and add a file, and I can use an existing file, or I can upload a new file. So I'm just going to use something from my desktop here. There we go. And I'm going to upload it. Okay, you have your file name, and then description here if you want it, and hit save. Okay, so here it is. And you can have multiples. You can have multiples. You could have a bundle of digital documents if you wanted. I just did one. You can edit this. You can remove it. If you wanted to add an additional file, you would simply hit add file and you would continue. So I could just use, maybe do the WordPress one. Okay, so now I have two. So my point is you can have more than one. You can also do licensing. Now licensing is really more for digital software. So for instance, if you purchase something like Wishlist, or which is a plugin for WordPress, you purchase it online, but then they send you a licensing key in order for you to, when you install the plugin, for you to license this and be used. That way they know that you actually purchased it, that someone just didn't give you the download and allow you to use it. So licensing keys would allow you to add a key. So I could go in here, oops, and I could add a bunch of numbers, and I could add a key. Okay, so now I have one key. And these numbers I would need to send to people to verify. Now you can see I have three keys. And if I click on three keys, it shows me the different keys, and then I can assign these. So I would actually send these to whoever purchased. Now that's not something that's done much, but that's what it's for, and that's your licensing key. So as they purchase it, they would get assigned a licensing key, and then you would see assigned keys to here. Now, obviously, if I have three keys and one's assigned, then I would have two available. And you could just create keys on the fly by typing those in. Here's the information down here that I want you to pay attention to, because this is what will allow you to limit the use of this digital file. In other words, use being how many days will it be available for them to download, and how many times can they download it. So you don't want to do 0. So I can say it's only available for 2 days, and you can only download it twice, which means 2 days after they purchase this, and they've received the link, it doesn't work anymore. The link goes dead. And if they have downloaded it twice already, once they've reached 2, the link goes dead. So this will help prevent people from forwarding, not that they would, but you know, it happens, that forward something they purchased to somebody else for free. Okay. You have an email template that you can use directly from this. So you could go in and look at your templates, and you could assign a template to this. So you could actually create a template that goes out with this. And the reason I say that is because the template would allow you to send out the digital download, right? So I could add the message. Right, whatever that might be, and save. Okay. So different ways you could approach that. Digital files, you can have more than one. You can create licensing keys, and licensing keys are usually used for software. And then you have the ability to limit the number of days something is available, which I highly recommend that you do. And I also recommend that you have a download limit. And then you can send them that specific template. You can also create a template right from the get-go here. You can hit add and then the message for that. Okay. Now subscription plans. Subscription plans are different than just your regular old what are called payment plans. So a payment plan means you're taking a large payment and making it in chunks, versus a subscription plan is a membership. So we're going to come back and do that one here in just a minute on a different product. Here's your product images, and you can see you can have 4 different sizes. So I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to grab an image. Okay. You also have what's called the legacy image, which is, remember, legacy is for before. Nope, it didn't work. Guess it's not big enough. There we go. Now it works. So there's my cart. Okay, so you have different sizes. And notice every time you save it, it goes back to the front page. Product options. So this would allow you to have options. Options could be things like small, medium, large, red, blue, green, cotton versus polyester. They're options for a specific thing. Now, obviously, it doesn't make sense on this one because I have a digital, but then here's the links. So I can copy this, and then I could copy this and put it on my website to purchase it. So there it is. I'm purchasing my How to Be a VA ebook, and I could continue shopping. There's my promo code, which allows me to type that in. There we go. That's what I created. Okay, very simple. So I'm going to go back to my products. Let's try a different one this time. So I'm going to say add product. This one, let's say it's a membership. Okay, it's a product. It's not digital, which means I'm not, remember, you can change it here. Training, and this is the price, right? I'll have a SKU. I can say, now, for instance, maybe I don't have what I need, so I can add it. I can say this is a membership program, so I can create that. Remember, it's always a good idea to have those because you can sort by this on your storefront. Membership, shipping, none of that, and I will hide this in my store, right? And then here's my preview. Right, and then save. Okay, so now I've created a membership program. So this is a subscription only, which means the only option you have, you can't buy and do subscriptions, you have to do subscriptions. So I check the box. How often do you want to bill? Is it once a week, once a month, once a year, once a day? So I'll say I want to bill every month. Number of cycles. Oops. You know what? I'll do this. Bill every 30 days. I like that. It makes more sense to me. The number of cycles. How many times are you going to bill this? Is this a year-long program? Is it open-ended? Let's say this is a year-long program. And this is the price. Now, this can be different than the price that you signed up for. So I have $99, and maybe the plan is $99 a month, and I hit add. Okay, now I have every 30 days, I bill for 12 cycles at $99. Now, prorate adjusts the charges when the billing date is changed after the sale. So if you change the date, then it would prorate this. So for instance, if you were to sign up late for something that usually starts on the 1st and you started on the 15th, you get prorated those 15 days. That's what that means, okay? And you can have multiple subscriptions in here. So I have this one, 30 days for 360 days. I could also do bill every month for 12 cycles, for $99. And I'm just showing you this so you can see. There we go, right? And I should have said 1 month for every, but you said 12 cycles, monthly for 12 cycles at $99, okay? That's how you set those up. There's your product image as we talked about, right? We could just upload. I'm just going to put a document in here. So, just a picture so you can see. Very simple. There's my product options will come back and here's your links. Now with links, look, I've actually created 3 different things. So I have the actual membership. I have the membership every 30 days and the membership for every 12. Why do I have 3 different links? Because I have the actual product, because the product can be both a subscription or not, right? Because remember that option said subscription only. So you have 3 links and I have 2 links for the subscription because I have 2 different ways to pay, every 30 days for 360 days or every month for 12 months. And those are the links that are going to set it up in your shopping cart or on a specific button. Okay, $99, $30, yeah, so you can see that, and you can obviously remove anything very easily. Same thing here. Okay, $99 for 9 months, and then this one. So don't get confused. See how this is the VA membership and there's no price? It's because you have to choose one of these because the membership is a subscription only. Okay? Okay, so not to confuse you. Going back to here. So I have a membership program that shows as $0. Let me show you one more. Okay. So let me just really quickly, monthly members. I'll do another membership. I know, I'm just making a mess here. Subscription plans. Now this one I'm going to leave the checkbox off, which means it can be a subscription or it could be a one-time. So I can say bill every 2 months for 24 cycles at $15.99 and add. Okay, so 2 months for 48 months for $15.99. And then we have our image, but I want to show you the links. Okay, so now if I look at this link, okay, I have monthly members and I have the $49 that I put up because I can pay for it in $49, or I also have the ability to do this. So by not checking subscription only, you're saying there are other options available. You can pay X number or you could do a subscription based. Some people say, for instance, you can pay yearly, X $49, or you can pay, 12 months at something else. That's the reason that you would use that one. If it's purely just subscription only, there's no other option, there's not a full pay versus a membership, then you would do subscription only. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. Okay. Okay, one more product. So I'm gonna do a couple VA mugs. So we'll do a coffee mug, okay? Because I just wanted to show you a couple of things here real quick. So I'll say a coffee mug is $19. And I could say, well, we don't have anything, so I can add that. I can say it's a coffee mug. Oh, I can say product, VA products. There we go. Okay. And then I'm not going to worry about my shipping. And I'll save. Okay, no subscription plan on this. Not worried about that, but I want to talk about product options. So that's what I want to talk about here. So here's where you can choose, and actually, you know what? This makes more sense. Let's do a VA t-shirt. I like that better. Okay. And this will make more sense. So then I can do like small. You can do an option. You can do variable or fixed, and you can have it required. Well, I want to know. Okay. So when I say, oops, I should have done this. Let me edit this. This shouldn't say small. This should say size. So size, create a new size. So let me save this. Now let me edit it. So now I want to go in and do the size. So I can say the value name is small, and I can do S, and I can add. And then I can do medium and M, and I can do add, and I can do large. Do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm giving you the option for the sizes of your t-shirt. And then I can go in and add another one. I can do material. Now, a variable list means that they can add to the list. A fixed list means that you actually determine the options on the list. Okay, and it's required or not. You got a yes or no. So I'm gonna say it's yes because I want to know the material that they want. So the material is cotton, and we'll do C. And notice there's no price adjustment because it doesn't cost anything more, but maybe if you wanted a logo or some kind of embossing or an embroidery, you would add additional prices to that. So cotton or polyester, if I can spell, and then silk. Okay, so I've got size and material, and then I can do logo. Logo name, we could do yes. And if they want a logo, it's going to cost an additional $5. I'm going to add that to the original price, right? Versus subtract. So it's going to cost more, okay? And then I could do no, and I can add, and then save. So can you see all these different ways that now you can look at this? So this is for options of size, material, logos, and those type of things. Links, so you can see this. So here's my t-shirt, right? I got what, did I not put I don't think I put a price on that. So I'll have to go back and put a price on that real quick. Yeah, helps if I put a price. There we go. Oops, I'm going to copy it. Okay, so there's my two. I have my continue shopping. And then here's my products. Remember, that's one of the categories I was doing. So like VA products would take me to there. There's my t-shirt. And here's where I could choose my size, my material, and whether or not I wanted to do a logo. Notice it add $5 to that, and then I could add that to the cart. Isn't that fun? So there you go. That's what you did. Okay, there's your products. So all the different ways that you can do that. Okay, I want to talk to you, well, I already talked about categories. I showed you how to add those on the fly. I'll show you one more way. Great for storefronts and great just to organize things. And there are also something called product bundles. So I want to show you those real quick. So first of all, under products, you've got your categories. You can go here. You can add categories here. You can add subcategories. You can expand out here. VA products, I could add a subcategory. I could say, t-shirts, right? And then I could add coffee mugs and so on and so forth, right? You get the idea. And so on. Okay, so that's that. And then you've got links, bundles. And a bundle allows you to bundle things together that are related and sell them for one price. So like, for instance, I'll do a bundle every so often of WordPress. I'll sell all my WordPress classes together for one price. And usually when you bundle, they save money, but it is more costly because you're buying a bundle. And so bundles are pretty simple. You basically type in the bundle that you want to do. So let's say I want to do a VA. So as I type, you can see what comes up. There's my VA book, and I can add it to the bundle. And I could also do ebook and see what else comes up. So there's a VA ebook. So I've added two. So now I have two. And the nice thing about bundles is you can tell them how many you want to have in each bundle. So there's one of each of those. What do you want to use? The cart default, which we already set up, which is a single step. Choose your theme. That's your cart theme. And if you have any promo codes. And then you have the option, don't allow these products or subscriptions to be removed, which means you cannot take apart the bundle and remove all other products and subscription from the cart when this is linked. So that means it would empty the cart out. And then here's your link. Okay, so I can go in here and click this and it'll show you, where's my bundle? I can't remember what I called it. Oh, here's the two that it bundled together, the VA ebook and this one. I actually should clear my cart because it's kind of messy, but you get the idea. So it's a product bundle, which is nice if you want to do things. And I only did two just to kind of show you that. And then one more thing I want to show you, if I go back to my e-commerce setup. So we did products, categories, and bundles. There's also promo codes. And promo codes are the coupon codes that you can create to type in for people to save money. So you can go in here and just type in your code, right? Pretty simple. And save it. Okay, so that would save what's called a promo code. And what this allows you to do is give out these codes for people to actually um, uh, save money. Now, there are different kinds of promotions. So promo codes go with promotions. There are total discounts, coaching discounts, and life. So you want to create one of these on the fly. Now, there's different types. There's an order total, which means the total order will be discounted just a specific product. The shipping, give a free trial on a subscription. We'll give a discount on categories, or it could be an upsell. So let's just do product specific discount, which means it's for a specific thing. So I'm going to call this VA coupon for all VA products. Which product is it for? I could say it's for the VA membership. Now let's just do it for the VA ebook. What type is it? A percentage or an amount? So I'll say it's 5% off. And will your referral partner get commission on this? Yes or no? The 5%, I'll say no and save. Okay, so now what I've done is I've created a specific discount in the system, and the system knows exactly what I'm giving the discount on. So there's two steps when it comes to setting up promotions. You've got to set up the promotion and then the promo code. I did it backwards, and really you can do it either way. I set up the promo code, then I set up what I'm going to do. Or what I'm going to discount. So from here, I can choose add criteria, and the criteria is great. You can do a date range, a promo code, a product quantity, subscription plan, or order total. I did a promo code. And this means I can just use this code when they enter it, but I also want to only do it for a specific date range. In other words, they can only use the code for a specific amount of time. So I'm adding a second criteria. So the start date is today and the end date is next week. So it's only available for a week. So two things, they have to use the promo code to get the discount, and it's only available between a specific date, so today and next week. So savings is what they would enter on the VA ebook, and it would only be between those two dates. So if I was to go over here to my products and find my VA ebook and link it, and I could go down here, and what was it, savings, I think I said, and apply. I was looking for where it actually took it off. I should probably empty my cart first because I want to do it on just the ebook, and it wouldn't allow me to do it on others. So let me clear out my cart, which I'll have to do here. But hopefully you get the idea how this works because it really is cool. Okay. And if I go to, what was it? My ebooks? No, ebook. What did I put it under? Huh. That's so much for me putting it under the right thing. I thought I put it under there, but I guess I didn't. What I was trying to find is my ebook so I could actually give it a check. I have to go back and check what I did with it and make sure that it works. So hang with me here for a second while I go find my ebook. I put it in ebooks. How come it doesn't show up in ebooks? That's strange. All right, well, I'll have to test that, but hopefully you get the idea of how those coupons work. Is it just me? I don't see anything but this January Jones ebook. All right, I'll have to test that. I'm not sure why that's not coming through. So when it comes to working with promotions, you do your discounts first because there are different types of discounts, right? Then you manage your promo codes, which is the code that they would type in. Now for each of these different discounts, oops, I don't mean to delete that. They're all a little bit different. You do want to make sure that you add criteria though, otherwise it's kind of open-ended, okay? All right, so jumping back over here, we did our bundle types. We talked about our coupon codes, how they're user defined, and how you also want to do the discounts and really get an idea of how those work. So your homework, I want you to create a product, a subscription product, a product category, and a product bundle. And I want you to try out the different things like I did with small, medium, and large, but I also like you to create a promo code and a discount so you can see how that works. So really take some time and play with this because this is stuff that you can do over and over again for clients because it's always needed. So this is something to really get under your belt because it is definitely something you can use from the get-go. Okay? So as you know, if you have any questions, reach out to me, help@techiementor.com, or make sure to reach out to me in the private Facebook group. I'll be happy to help you. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next section, which is all about order forms. See you then. Bye.